Hi everyone, welcome to English Story On. Are you ready to level up your English skill while discovering practical ways to improve your daily life? Whether you are a student, a professional, or just some passionate about personal growth, this channel is here to inspire and empower you. Let's start our story. Why time is the key to success. Once upon a time, in a busy town surrounded by hills, there was a boy named Arjun. He was 16 years old, an average student who spent his day doing unimportant things. He played games and wandered around with friends, ignoring his parents when they told him to focus on studies. What is the rush? I will figure it out later, he would say. One summer evening, while exploring the woods near his village, Arjun found an old temple covered in moss. Sitting outside was a monk with sparkling eyes and peaceful smile. Arjun felt curious and walked up to him. "Why do you wander without purpose, child?" the monk asked gently. "I have plenty of time to figure out my life," Arjun replied casually. The monk smiled. "Time is a treasure that even the richest person cannot buy back. Let me tell you a story." Arjun sat down. Intrigued, the monk began. Once there was a farmer named Dhuru who lived in a small village. He was poor not because he lacked resources, but because he wasted his days on unimportant things. One day he met a merchant in market who told him, "Time is the key to wealth. Use it wisely." Dhuru did not believe him and laughed it off. But that night Dhuru had a dream. In it, he saw himself as a wealthy man surrounded by gold and field of crops. In his hand was an hourglass that glowed whenever he worked hard. Next day, Dhuru decided to change. He planned his days carefully, farming in morning, learning new skills in afternoon, and selling his crop in evening. Over time, his small farm grew into large estate. People in village were amazed at how he turned his life around, all because he valued time. The story made Arjun think, but he still had doubts. What if Dhuru was just lucky? He asked. The monk smiled again and took out an old compass. "This compass points to your destiny," he said, handing it to Arjun. "Follow it and you will learn the value of time." Before Arjun could say anything, the monk disappeared into the temple. The compass's needle began to spin before pointing in a direction. Arjun decided to follow it. His first stop was a busy city where he met Priya, a woman who ran a successful chain of tea stalls. Watching her work, Arjun noticed how she managed her time carefully, handling orders, staffs, and customers all at once. "How do you manage so much?" Arjun asked. "Time is my best friend," Priya said. "I wake up early, plan my days, and focus only on what's important. Every minute I waste is a chance I lose." Inspired, Arjun decided to stay and work at Priya's tea stall to learn her methods. But it wasn't easy. On his first day, he spilled hot tea on customer, earning an earful. On another day, he mismanaged the cash box and lost money. Each failure made Arjun feel discouraged, but Priya's advice kept going. "Mistakes are lessons in disguise. Learn from them and you will improve." After weeks of practice, Arjun began to master the art of managing his time. He woke up earlier, planned his tasks, and worked more efficiently. The compass needle moved again, leading him to mountains. In the mountains, Arjun met Ravi, a mountaineer who had climbed the tallest peaks. Ravi taught him about preparation. "Climbing a mountain takes months of planning and practice," Ravi explained. "Every second counts when you are up there. One mistake can be dangerous. You must respect time and use it wisely." Ravi invited Arjun to join a short trek to nearby a peak. Arjun eagerly agreed but quickly realized it was tougher than he expected. He did not pack enough supplies and his lack of physical fitness slowed the group down. Midway through the trek, a sudden storm forced them to take shelter. Ravi calmly guided the group, using the time to teach survival skills. Arjun felt embarrassed but also determined to do better. Back in village, Arjun started training daily, improving his stamina and learning how to prepare for challenges. He began to see the value of hard work and planning, just as Ravi had taught him. Slowly he felt himself changing. He was no longer wasting time. The compass eventually guided Arjun back to his village, where the monk was waiting at the temple. You have learned a lot, the monk said, but now you must prove it. Are you ready? The monk led Arjun to a hidden room filled with old treasures. Among them was golden hourglass. Complete this task before the sun runs out, the monk said, handing Arjun a list. The tasks were not easy. Arjun had to solve complex problems, work with limited resources, and endure physical challenges. At one point, he failed to finish a task in time and felt like giving up. But remembering the lessons from Priya and Ravi, he pushed forward, adjusting his approach and working more efficiently. Just as the last grain of sand fell, he finished the final task. The monk smiled, "You have passed. Remember, time is not just a resource, it is a life itself. Use it wisely and it will reward you greatly." Years later, Arjun became a successful businessman. People admire his discipline and focus. On his desk, he kept the golden hourglass, a reminder of monk's wisdom and the journey that changed his life. And so the boy who once wasted his days became a man who inspired others to value their time and make the most of it. Thanks for learning. Thanks for watching.